communication sector is haunting this government, and members of government are not even placing value on its threat to our democracy and endeavoring to emasculate networks to intimidate subscribers whose freedoms are regularly subjected to database manipulations. Instead of promoting the widespread use of communication services, what is obtaining now is an unnecessary request for registration, re-registration, multiple registration of SIMs for contrived reasons. And I emphasize that registration, re-registration, then we end up with a blockade. They are simply punishing Ghanaians over their own failures and inability to synchronize data between the National Identification Authority and mobile operators in Ghana. That punishment on the Ghanaian citizen remains unjustified, and we in the minority will not sit aloof on the matter. It can be recalled that during the period of COVID-19, so much reliance was placed on ICT usage. In such emergencies, and irrespective of the cybersecurity laws we have in this country, the communications hygiene did not compromise the national identity registration crisis to warrant a blanket blockade of SIM registration. So even under COVID, we lived, and we lived with our SIMs. Indeed, the irony is that in the search for increased revenue to meet the voluptuous appetite of the government, instead of encouraging the usage of mobile communications to promote even their failing e-levy, the government is imposing obstacles to the continuing growth of the telecom sector and with the profitability of the country. The country benefits immensely from its telecom regime. The frustrations in registration of SIMs with telecom companies through third-party private entities and NIA with a different mandate can only be attributed to the repressive tendencies of this government. So you simply cannot understand. Mobile phone operators must register, NIA must register, a private entity comes to play a role. Naturally, everywhere in the world, if you want a SIM card, you register with your mobile phone operator, not through a third-party operator, not through any vehicle. And then you need to work synchronizing the data with National Identification Authority. Many of you were in this country when the chief executive of NIA said that my data is not the same thing as the data that is required to do SIM registration. Yet a poor Ghanaian must be punished with a blockade because of this administrative and institutional failings.